I'm going to show you briefly how to change your withholdings in Kronos. Each year, the IRS issues a new W-4, and in 2020, the form looks very different than prior years. Updating this form is always optional, although it is a good idea to revisit this form yearly to make sure you're being taxed correctly. In 2020, they got rid of exemptions, so the form looks very different. There's actually two forms now, one for federal and one for state. I'll actually go through both of them and show you. It's fine if you don't change it. If you want to change it going forward, you will log into Kronos, and then you go to the upper left-hand corner here and click on what we call the hamburger menu. And then it's this one-person icon here. It's called My Info. Click that, and then go click on My Pay, Forms, and then Withholding. That'll bring you here, and then you go ahead and click Add New. So you'll see that there's one for federal, one for state. So first we'll do federal, click Add, and this brings all of your personal information in. So I want you to make sure this is all correct. So first name, last name, social security number, address, city, state, zip. So if all that's correct, great. If not, you can override it and change it, but just let me know or let someone in accounting know that we need to change your information within Kronos. And then step 1C. So you'll fill out, you'll click the appropriate box here. So you're either single or married filing separately, married filing jointly, or head of household. So for this example, we will do married filing jointly. Steps 2 through 4, you do not have to worry about if you are single. So you complete this step if you hold more than one job at a time or are married filing jointly and your spouse also works. So that's when you would fill out steps 2 through 4. Or yes, steps 2. Sorry, steps 2. So there's 3 options. You choose only one. So step 2A, B, or C. So with A, you would go to this website and enter in your information. So that we'll show you. So this is what that website looks like. This is all the information that you need before you begin. So after you've gathered this information, go ahead and click the Use the Tax Withholding Estimator, and it'll bring you here. And then you just start checking boxes and answering questions. And it'll give you at the end a dollar amount that you will need to enter. Otherwise, there's also this option. And so option A will give employees the most accuracy and privacy of the 3, since the new withholding estimator will compute all of the relevant entries for the form. Option B also provides accuracy but requires manual work, which you'll see below. So instead of entering it into a website, you just kind of plug it in to this worksheet. And then that again, what if you can use it right on here. So if you enter in the dollar amount, it will. Oh, if I click into it. Let's see. I haven't played with that too much, but this is the worksheet that you would fill out, and that gives you the same dollar amount that you will put in above. Or you can use option C. This is the least accurate because it assumes that all jobs have a similar pay. So if that's the case, if you have similar pay as your spouse, then go ahead and check the box. I'm going to check the box for this example. And then you would move on to step 3, where you can claim your dependents. So if your income is less than 200,000 or 400,000 if married filing jointly, you would take your dependents that are under the age of 17 and multiply that by $2,000. So if you have 2 under the age 17, you put 4,000 here. And then if you have other dependents that are maybe above the age of 17 and they're not filing their own taxes, you can claim them, but you only get 500 per dependent. So that equals 4,500, which brought it over here. And then this is where you would put in that amount that you got either from A, B, or C. So if you decide to go to the IRS website, you would put the number here that you get. If you try to do the one below, you'll put the number here. And then this is just kind of on your own discretion. So if you feel like you're not being taxed enough, you look at maybe prior year's taxes and figure out, you know, what was my total tax liability. And if above here, if this $4,500 wasn't enough, you could put in another $200 to make it $4,700. And then that brings you to step 5, which is simply signing it. So since this is all done within Kronos, you would hit the submit withholding form and then enter your password. So this is what the same as your signature. So entering your password is like signing it. So this is the completed form with signature and date. And you can download it and save it for your own records. But that completes the federal form. And then you would hit the back arrow button, click add new, and then complete the Minnesota form. So the Minnesota form is a lot more similar to what you're used to when you're talking exemptions. So again, it fills in all your information here. Your marital status, you'll want to click the appropriate box, and then you know, go through section 1 and 2 to figure out what you need to plug into these departments. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and choose one for myself. And I'm good with this form. Enter in a phone number, and then submit and sign. Okay. If you have any questions in regards to these forms, you can go ahead and reach out to myself, Tanya Rice, or someone else in the accounting finance department. Thanks. Have a great day.